Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Joe.
Well, I forgot you can't pull the ladder set.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' all-time leading passer and two-time Super Bowl champ Ben Roethlisberger ready to lead this offensive unit. And he's led them since his rookie year all the way back in 2004. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I gotta be hungry for this joint.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards on the ground.
Damn, what the fuck?
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Coleman. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown.
Hey, bro, one more thing. He's got
as his guys are on the board here in this first
quarter. Talk to Killer, see what's up, man.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
First, we got to see how much you think versus 7.
Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country.
No, but I'm saying, but he might just send 40, though, right?
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I'm just saying, because he said he got me and you. I'm just thinking, like, it's 18 apiece. That's already 4 right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as he kicks away.
36.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
he's sending the brain tomorrow.
What are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Man.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, AD, yeah, we just want to see the mark. I mean, we want to see for sure when we send it to Perk,
Play
bro.
fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush.
All right, y'all be easy.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here we go. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Well, look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, that's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails...
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go. Like 80. White.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a time.
Lush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Ineligible receiver.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
That's on the multiple-time Pro Bowler, Joe Staley, the tackle.
Still second down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Garoppolo now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
White. He's checking. Crash.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. On is the rookie fourth-rounder, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Cobb to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, it's Conner. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. D. Ford able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. They're able to haul it in as Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
23 yards on the play. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I'm here all day.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Ben on third and long. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
26 Mike. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Roethlisberger, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A reminder coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Samuels. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
54's Mike. Check.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Garoppolo on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He may try to, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
When he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You hear me now?
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start? About burning these timeouts. They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided
Call
affair.
of Duty took over my life because I used to play comp. So
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It took a lot of patience and me trying to learn the game.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3.
And I'm like, what?
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
I thought Twitch was just something. I thought
Roethlisberger going to throw. Shrugs them
an
off.
app to help others in the PlayStation community, like,
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
But I didn't know it was widespread.